Welcome to our discussion. This is Maruf, and today we are going to talk about our project, which we named StudySync. So, what is this project about? It's basically a web-based student group formation platform where user can upload CSV files that contains students' data like study time, subject interest, skill level, GPA, etc. And then they will get AI generated study groups based on the given data using the k-means algorithm. So we have developed our project using Django framework. So let's see the file structure here. So this is the root folder that contains Django project, including the settings.py or euros.py. And we have a default Django app where we're handling views and logics and models. And we have a ML folder that basically contains everything we're doing here. So in the data folder, we have saved the data set that is going to use to train our model. And in the encoders folder, we have the trained model as well as the preprocessed data of the data set. And next, we have these three main Py files that are used to preprocess as well as train and the k-means algorithm. So we have preprocessed the dataset into numeric values so that the system can understand it, because the system doesn't understand any string data or any CSV files. Rather, it understands the numeric values. So that's why we have preprocessed it. So let's see what we have done in the preprocessed with Py. So here we are basically reading the data set from the exact location, and then we have dropped the name column as we don't need it. Then we're defining rest of the columns according to the different encoding types. For example, the skill level, here as you can see, this column contains data like beginner, intermediate, advanced, which need to maintain an order. So that's why we're applying ordinal encoding on it. And next we have these columns like study time, goal type, subject interest. This doesn't need to maintain any order. So we're applying on hot encoding to them. And then we have numeric columns like GPA or availability days, which contains values like between 0 and 1. Next, we're applying the encoding techniques on those columns. Then we're feeding and transforming the data frame and saving it to this location. The code may seem a bit messy because these lines were added for debugging as we were getting a lot of errors during development. So next we have the actual k-means algorithm. So let's see how it works. First, we have the necessary variables like number of clusters or maximum iteration or tolerance value, etc. Then we have the fit method, which takes the preprocessed data set as input. Then it randomly choose initial centroids. Um, Inside the for loop, it actually calls the predict method. The predict method assigns a data point to a cluster, a specific cluster, by calculating the Euclidean distance. And next, calculates the new centroids as a point is added to the cluster. Then we need to recalculate the centroids. Also, the point here is that if the centroids are moving less than the tolerance value, which we have set by default like 0.0001. So if the centroids are moving less than this tolerance value, so we can break the loop and stop the algorithm. So we basically make our model in this file, the model utils.py file. which uses the manual k-means, applies it on the data, and then makes the model. So, here in the pre-process method, we take a raw data frame with columns like study time and other important columns, and return the pre-processed NumPy array, which is ready for clustering or model input. And next, in the train k-means method, it loads our training CSV, pre-process it, and feeds the k-means model using the feed method of our manual k-means.py, as you can see here. Then it saves the k-means model into this directory. That means here in the encoders, this is our model. And in the predict cluster method, it takes a raw data frame, runs pre-processing, applies the saved k-means model, and returns the original data frame with an extra cluster column that we're going to show in the front end. And here we have used argument parser so that we can type these arguments in the terminal to train as well as set the number of clusters. Well, till now I was discussing about the base algorithms, pre-processing, and modeling. Now my next team member will show how the Django view handles the user data, as well as he will demonstrate the working of the project.
Assalamu alaikum. Today I will explain how the backend and frontend of StudySync project work. Let's start the view.py file. This file handle how our website responds when someone visit or interact with it. The most important function here is called home. The function run when the user open a main page or upload a file. When someone upload a CSV file, this function catch it. It read the file using Pandas and return it into a table format. When we call a function called predict cluster, this function add cluster column to our data. That cluster number show which study group is student belong to. After clustering, we count how many students are in each group. We then convert those count into JSON, so we can show a big chart or graph on the page. We also convert the full result into a list of dictionaries. This makes it easy to show the result in a table on the web page. And we save the result in the session. That means it says save even if the user goes to another page. Now, if anything goes wrong, we catch the error and show it to the user nicely. After that, we render that home page with the result data, chart information or error. Let's look at the export CSV function. This function runs when the user clicks export CSV button. It grabs the saved data from the session and read it into a new CSV file. Then it sent that file back to the user as a download. This makes it easy for a student or teacher to save their group data. There are also two small functions called about and contact. They just show simple page with information about the site and how to contact us. Now moving to the front end. When the user open the home page, they see a form. This form lets them upload a CSV file. After uploading, the page show a table of student with their cluster number. It also show a chart that display to many students are each cluster. There's also a button download and result as a new CSV file. So the front end is clean and simple. It's connected to the backend using for submission and session storage. In short, the user upload a file, backend clustered it, result are show, and they can export it. That's how Vue.python and the front end work together in the StudySync project. Thank you everyone. Assalamu alaikum.